Batting first, number 28, catcher Caden Wild. Batting second, number 18, center fielder Carson Pearson. Batting third, number 33, designated hitter Jake Cross. Batting fourth, number 34, first baseman Noah Garcia. Batting fifth, number 16, third baseman Malachi Francois. Batting sixth, number 35, left fielder Luca Bucasila. Batting seventh, number 25, left fielder Tyler Kubo. Batting eighth, number 3, second baseman Tanner Lee. And batting ninth, number 29, shortstop Aiden Perry. Starting on the mound for the Bercovich Honors team, number 21, Max Cohen. They're led by head coach Mario Iglesias. Now let's meet the starters for your Alaska Goldpanners. Batting first, number 5, second baseman Grant Schultzen. Batting second, number 12, shortstop Griffin Harrison. Batting third, number 21, left fielder Bubba Rocha. Batting fourth, number 7, third baseman Matt Leiterman. Batting fifth, number 26, designated hitter Matt Chavez. Batting sixth, number 42, right fielder Jacob Batawi. Batting seventh, number 32, catcher Holt Williams. Batting eighth, number 11, first baseman Alex Garcia. And batting ninth, number 22, center fielder Hayden Iverson. Starting on the mound for the Goldpanners, number 31, Logan Drummond. Your Alaska Goldpanners are led by Rico Gonzalez, Nick Rush, and Jeffrey Ray. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats in honor of America with the playing of our national anthem. At this time, we can draw your attention to the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch. From the Veritas Wealth Management team, please welcome Braylon Huffer. That's a strike. Starting on the mound for the Panners, number 31, Logan Drummond. The catcher, Holt Williams. At first base, Alex Garcia. At second base, Grant Schulzen. At third base, Matt Leiterman. The shortstop, Griffin Harrison. In left field, Bubba Rocha. In center, Hayden Iverson. And in right field, Jacob Badawi.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Fairbanks, Alaska, as we begin a new series, a 5-game set with the visiting California team, the Bercovich Honors. The Bercovich Honors in town for the third time. They've been here, a couple years ago and a couple years before that. So the Honors in town under head coach Mario Iglesias. He's assisted by Mike Bungars and Michael Iglesias. The Goldpanners are coached by Carlos Gonzalez. He's assisted by Nick Rush and a brand new assistant, Jeffrey Ray, who just arrived in town. We are set to go Goldpanners and Bercovich Honors from Growden Memorial Park here in gorgeous Fairbanks, Alaska. Garo Von Dane with you live for every Goldpanners game all summer long, home and away. And we are ready to go from Growden at 6:32 p.m. local time. Our first pitch from Logan Drummond is outside for ball one. Logan Drummond for the Goldpanners, the 6'1 left-hander from Pacific out of Lodi, California. The left-hander's one-ball pitch is fouled off by Caden Wild. Caden Wild leading off for the Honors. He will be followed by Karsten Pearson, and Jake Cross will bat third. He's the designated hitter. Noah Garcia will bat in the cleanup. Malachi Francois batting fifth. Luca Bocasile in the sixth spot. Tyler Kubo batting seventh, as that one's fouled back to the wall, 1 and 2 on Wild. So Kubo in the seventh spot. Tanner Lee will bat eighth, and Aiden Perry in the 9th spot. Just underway here in Fairbanks. Great to have you with us as we kick off this 5-game set, the second to last home series before we head to Salt Lake City for the Marshall Gates World Series. Goldpanners, man, trying to get back in the win column after a very rare 3-game losing streak. Lost all 3 here at home, too. It does not happen very much. Goldpanners have been trying to rebound after losing a lot of players the last few weeks. A lot of key components to this team, and we have brought some new players in. And those of you who followed along have noticed that happening. And Logan Drummond is one of the new guys. This is his 3rd appearance on the mound. And his first start, he's thrown just 2 1/3 so far. Not giving up a run on 2 base hits. Struck out a couple and walked 2. Just misses, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes on Caden Wild. I'm Garo Von Dane, Bam Bam Burnley on controls and cameras. Raleigh Johnson on public address. Danny Brunken is on the scoreboard tonight. This one is fouled back to the right side, so stays 3 balls and 2 strikes. A long first at bat here from Caden Wild. Right-handed hitter out of Cedarville University. He will step back in and face a 3-2 pitch from Logan Drummond, 2nd-year Goldpanner, but recent arrival for this season. And he misses downstairs for ball 4. A leadoff walk to Wild brings up Karsten Pearson, a 6'1 left-handed hitter from Washington. Goldpanners defensively. Holt Williams catching for Logan Drummond. Alex Garcia the start at first, holding the runner on at first base. First pitch is bunted nicely down the third base side, trying to barehand it quickly, but no play for Leiterman. And an excellent bunt single for Pearson. And here come the Honors in the first inning with 2 on and nobody out. Great bunt from Pearson up the third base line. And here's Jake Cross, the designated hitter. Jay Cross out of Cal Poly, 6'4", 225. Give you the rest of the Goldpanner defense here, swing and a miss. At second base is Grant Scholzen. Shortstop is Griffin Harrison. Matthew Leiterman at third. Bubba Rocha is out in left field. Hayden Iverson in center. And Jacob Badawi is in right. Partly cloudy here tonight, but warm, comfortable. Strike called. Fairbanks, Alaska, the days are getting shorter, but still staying light most of the night. 150 miles south of the Arctic Circle. Nothing in 2 on Cross with 2 on, nobody out. This is down low for a ball. The Bercovich Honors play in the Bay Area Collegiate League, and they have skipped out on their playoffs to be here in Fairbanks to face the Goldpanners. So their season comes to an end after this series. Off-speed pitch is fouled high and over the beer garden to our right. And we'll have every game of this series right here on YouTube. And they're all archived on our YouTube page. So if you have to miss some of the game, you can tune in tomorrow. We're at your leisure. The 1-2 pitch fouled out of play again. Goldpanners start the day 16 wins against 9 losses and 2 ties. Bercovich 9-6 with a tie. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Drummond strikes out Cross for the first out of the inning, a big first out. With 2 aboard, that brings up Noah Garcia in the cleanup spot. Noah Garcia out of Laverne. So the Honors used to be, when they first came up here, they were a team of highly talented high school age players that were on their way to college, a lot of Division I guys, but now they've gone the traditional route. And that ball is grounded off the glove of Drummond to short. The 6 unassisted to 3, and they get the out at second base, but the call is safe at first. Nicely attempted, though, by Griffin Harrison. We'll have to settle for 1 out on the play, but now Drummond can get out of it if he takes care of Malachi Francois. Fielder's choice for Garcia. Wild to third, Garcia on at first, 2 down, and Francois swing and a miss. Also from Laverne, 6-foot right-handed hitter. One strike pitch to Francois. In for strike 2. Runner takes off from first. The throw to second. They've got the runner hung up between the bags. The throw to first. Garcia puts the tag down and out at the plate. And the Panners get out of the inning after the first 2 reached. Goldpanners coming to bat. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision on a Wednesday night, the Golden Heart of Alaska. Panners come to bat here. No score, bottom of the first. Good job by Drummond to get out of that first inning after the first two reached safely. And now Grant Scholzen leads off for the Goldpanners. Scholzen, followed by Griffin Harrison and Bubba Rocha, top three in the Goldpanners batting order. And the left-hander on the mound is Max Cohen. Max Cohen, 5'10" southpaw from Monterey Peninsula. Scholzen, ball and a strike. Thought about it, takes a strike on the outside corner, 1 and 2. So Harrison, then Rocha, Leiterman in the cleanup spot. Matthew Chavez is the designated hitter batting 5th. Jacob Badawi in the 6th spot. Holt Williams batting 7th. Changeup, just getting a piece of it is Scholzen. Rolled to the mound and Cohen to first base. 1-3 put out for the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. Holt Williams 7th, Alex Garcia batting 8th, and Hayden Iverson batting 9th. Goldpanners start the day batting .276 as a club. In this first meeting between the Goldpanners and Bercovich Honors back in town. Smack to center field. Going back is Pearson. Pearson, it's going to be over his head. This will one hop the wall at center field, and Harrison will stop at second base. Hard hit ball to straightaway center, and a one-out double for Griffin Harrison. This is a big park to center field. It's 410 to straightaway center. Down the left field line, just 315, and down the right, it's 328. Brings up Bubba Rocha. Goldpanner left fielder will be at Cal Riverside. Rocha started the summer on an 8-game hitting streak, was batting .511, cooled off a bit after that, but still in the high 300s. Bubba starting the day batting .360. Second best on the team behind Matthew Leiterman at .364. Leiterman will follow Rocha. Runner at second base, 1 out. Takes down and away 2-0 against Max Cohen. Bottom of the first inning. Goldpanners trying to get on the board first. First-year assistant Nick Rush is in the third base box and over at first. The brand new Goldpanner assistant Jeffrey Ray. Jeffrey Ray played for the Goldpanners last summer, was injured in his very first game, and did not get to play again, completing his collegiate career this year. Out of Dominguez Hills. Liner to third. It's a one-hopper off the glove of the third baseman, Francois. He's got no play as Harrison has to stay put at second, but now first and second with 1 out on the infield hit for Rocha. And now Leiterman. He's been pretty clutch this year. He's got a chance to get the Panners on the board. Just mentioned he's batting .364 this year. Leiterman out of Ohlone College. There's an Ohlone player on the Bercovich team, catcher named Ben Johnston. Chavez will follow. No score, bottom of the first inning. The 1-0. Down and away. Panners had a couple of days off after wrapping up that series against the Sawtooth Sockeyes from Idaho. Panners won the first 2 games of that series and then dropped the last 3. Liner to right. Not going to catch up to it in right is Bocasile. Harrison around third. Harrison will score. And it's 1-0 Goldpanners. RBI double for Matthew Leiterman, who does it again. 1-0 Goldpanners here in the bottom of the first. And that's the way the Panners wanted to start this game. After that 3-game slide and a couple of off days. And now Matthew Chavez can keep it rolling, possibly driving a couple more. Still just one out. Chavez, the batter. He's 5 for his last 10, is Matthew. Goldpanner catcher is in the designated hitter role tonight. Takes a changeup down low from Max Cohen, a left-hander who's in some trouble here in the first. One ball pitch. Outside for ball 2. Timely hit from Leiterman, something the Panners have not had enough of in the last few games. Had lack of timely hitting and also had some untimely errors, hoping to avoid that fate tonight. Looking for a complete game with this retooled defense and a pitching staff that has undergone some changes. Chavez, second and third, one out. Here's the 3-1. Misses. First walk issued by Cohen, and now in all sorts of trouble with Gold on every base. Here in the bottom of the first inning, one run is in. There is just one out. And here comes Jacob Badawi, junior from Cal Riverside out of Montclair, California. Garrow Von Dane, welcome you here to Fairbanks, Growden Memorial Park. Panners in business here in the bottom of the first. Cohen's first pitch to Badawi. Misses for ball 1. Pops this one back and out of play. Jacob batting .227 on the year. Batting here with the bases stacked. Well outside, 2-1. Busy first inning here for Max Cohen, and he's in a jam. Holt Williams to follow. Fouled this one back and over the netting. Cleared the seats beneath us. Growden Memorial Park opened in August of 1961. A year after the Panners began play here in Fairbanks. The first team here to Alaska. Here's the 2-2. This is outside, 3-2. Big pitch coming up from Cohen. On a 3-2 count with the bases full of Gold. Here's the 3-2 delivery from Cohen. Way up high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks, and that brings in another Goldpanner run as everybody moves up 90 feet. Rocha will touch home. And it's a 2-0 Goldpanner lead. The Honors play in the Bay Area Collegiate League. Holt Williams takes a strike. Freshman from Cal Irvine out of Camas, Washington. Left-hander's pitch is outside for a ball. It's 1-1. Cohen works quickly, but he's been falling behind hitters. Check swing, foul ball. Nice, comfortable night here. Temperatures in the mid-60s. As our California viewers wonder, what would that be like right now? Temperatures in the mid-60s. Feels good, I'll tell you that. Holt Williams with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Base is still full. 2 runs are in. Way outside, 3-2. Shaking off signs is Cohen. Now he's ready with another payoff pitch. Foul back and out of play. Catching is Caden Wild. Noah Garcia, the first baseman. Tanner Lee at second. Aiden Perry at short. Malachi Francois is the third baseman. Tyler Kubo is in left. Karsten Pearson in center. And Luca Bocasile is in right. Here comes another 3-2 delivery. Williams grounds this one right side, and they'll go to second for 1. On to first, not in time. So another run scores. It's 3-0 Goldpanners. Williams brings in a Panner run. On the fielder's choice ground out.
Coming to the plate, number 11, first baseman Alex Garcia.
And it brings up the 8th batter of the inning. No Gold at the corners for Alex Garcia, the North Pole, Alaska native. Out of Kansas Wesleyan. Alex pops this one up, but this will find the beer garden safely. Hey, and General Manager John Lorkey with the grab. Ho, ho, ho. Lorkey still got it. Check out the Panner GM, huh? A little tip of the cap. He had to catch that one. Otherwise, he'd never hear the end of it. Here's the 0-1, and we'll throw to first base. I bet he watches it on PannerVision later. Down and away, 1-1. GM since 2016. Former GM of the North Pole Knicks and the Peninsula Oilers in Kenai, Alaska. North Pole Knicks no longer exist. They played right here at Growden back in the day. The 2-1 to Garcia. Takes upstairs 3-1. A lot of pitches for Max Cohen here in the first. This is the 8th batter of the inning, and he's gone deep into counts with most. Way outside, ball 4. Bases loaded again. That's the 3rd walk of the inning. 2 doubles and a single, and a visit to the mound here from Mike Bungars. This Bercovich club was founded long, long ago. I mean, we got to go back to 1927 when Sam Bercovich, founded a baseball organization directed to disenfranchised African American and Jewish players in Oakland, California. And that continued to run for a long time and then took on different forms before Michael Iglesias was given the blessing by the family to continue using this Bercovich name to run this baseball program. And here's the 9th batter of the inning, Hayden Iverson. Redshirt junior from UC Colorado Springs, Colorado native from Fort Collins. Takes a strike, 0-1. Iverson just 1 for his last 29. Takes a change up down low, it's 1-1. Iverson averaged down to 159 with this cold spell. Takes down low, 2-1. so valuable defensively in center field. Ninth batter of the inning. Base is still full. 3 runs are in. Takes a strike, it's 2-2. Two-two delivery. Swung out and lined out of play. This is game 1 of 5. Veterans Veritas Health Management Night here at the ballpark. Friday will be UAF Alumni Association Night. Should be a big crowd. UAF, the University of Alaska Fairbanks. Another foul ball. 2-2. Saturday, Alaska Army National Guard. It's Golden Days this weekend. Honors picked a good time to be here. Golden Days is a huge Fairbanks festival, annual thing every July, celebrating the founding of Fairbanks and the history of gold here in the Golden Heart. And it's full count again here with the bases full. Payoff pitch to Hayden Iverson, takes upstairs for ball 4. Walks in another run as Iverson draws the base on balls. In to score is Matthew Chavez. 4-0 Goldpanners here in the first. The merry-go-round continues. And Grant Scholzen's second at bat here in the inning. There was a 1-3 groundout for Scholzen is how the inning started, but everybody's reached since then. Only one on a fielder's choice, the rest on hits or walks. The last 4 who reached safely, all base on balls, as the bullpen will now get started for Bercovich. That one's fouled back by Scholzen. Grant, another one of the new Goldpanners from Hurricane, Utah. Not far from where they are filming that Horizon series that Kevin Costner just released the first edition of, the 3-movie series. Lined in a center field, a base hit for Scholzen. In to score is Williams. Here comes Garcia. He will beat the throw as the ball gets away, and it's 6-0 Goldpanners. A 2-run single for Grant Scholzen. Panners all over the honors here in the first inning. I mentioned the Panners' lack of timely hitting lately. Well, they're getting it here today in the first inning. Leiterman and Scholzen both delivering with runners on. Griffin Harrison doubled earlier this inning, came in to score. 1-strike pitch, skipped in the turf. Runners will try to, well, the runner will go from second to third. Staying put at first is Scholzen. So Iverson goes to third on the wild pitch. Six nothing Goldpanners here in the first inning, as a right-hander is throwing in the Bercovich bullpen. Cohen cannot get out of this inning. Not the way the honors wanted to start this 5-game set. In a deficit, a deep hole in the first inning, and a pitcher in trouble of being removed in the first inning. Eleventh batter of the inning, Griffin Harrison. The 2-1. Out in front, swings and misses, 2-2. And again, Cohen is 1 strike away from getting out of this inning, but third strike's been elusive. Harrison awaits the 2-2. Grounded left side, that's through off the glove of Francois. Wouldn't have mattered if he got to it anyway. It brings in another run as Iverson scores. Harrison with an RBI single. My goodness. Panners with a 7-0 lead here in the first. And back out to the mound comes Mike Bungars, and we're going to have a pitching change here. Is Cohen unable to get out of this first inning. 7-0 Panners still working here with 2 aboard and 2 down. New pitcher into the game here for Bercovich with Gold at first and second and 2 down. 7 runs are in here in the bottom of the first inning. The new pitcher, we're efforting the information on him. There were some changes to the roster post the rosters we were given, so we do not know who number 19 is, but he is into the game right now. The right-hander number 19, we'll let you know who it is as soon as we find out. Bubba Rocha, the batter with 2 aboard. Takes outside, it's 2-0. 7 runs, 5 hits in the inning. And Bubba Rocha singled earlier this inning and scored. He's the 12th batter of the first. The 2-0. Inside 3-0. Number 19, the right-hander, with a 3-ball pitch. Gets the strike call, it's 3-1. Two-thirds of an inning for Max Cohen. And still responsible for the runners at first and second. The 3-1 delivery to Rocha. Chops one foul left side. After Rocha would be Leiterman. Now the outfielders shade towards right on this 3-2 pitch. Did it hit the end of the bat? No, it hit Bubba. So Rocha hit by a pitch on a 3-2 count. And again, the base is full of gold. Leiterman does his thing where he draws something in the turf with the end of the bat, the butt end, and then digs in. Leiterman doubled in a run and came in to score earlier here in the first. See if he can drive a few more in. Outside for a ball, 1-0. Well, like Max Cohen, falling behind hitter so far is the new right-hander, who will remain nameless until we find out what his name is. Throw to first base, runner back safely. It's 2-0. Chavez due up after Leiterman. The 2-0 to Matthew. Steps back and hits this one high but foul down the left field side, and it lands in foul territory. 2-1 on Leiterman of Woodland Hills, California. Garrow Von Dane live here in Fairbanks. Panners all over Bercovich in the first inning. Honors got 2 on in the top of the first with nobody out, but could not score. The Honors cannot get this third out here in the bottom of the first. Leiterman chops this one third baseline foul. Two and two. Grant Scholzen led off the bottom of the first. Grounded out to the pitcher. But since then, everyone has reached safely. One reached on a fielder's choice. The rest are hits and walks. Way up high, 3-2 on Leiterman. Nowhere to put him. Another payoff pitch with 2 down and the bases loaded. We've had a bunch. Leiterman easily ball 4, but he stepped back and swung at it. Foul back again. We're all trying to figure out who number 19 is. I'm going to ask Kari, because she's sitting down by the dugout. Ball 4. That brings in the 8th Goldpanner run. So Akari's on it now. She's trying to figure out who this pitcher is. Her season tickets are right behind the Bercovich dugout. She has the information. She has phone in hand. It's Alex Nicole. He's number 10 on the roster. Today he's number 19.
Is that number 10, Daryl? Number 10? Yeah. Alex Nicole is number. Yep.
2-1 on Matthew Chavez. And yes, the base is still loaded. 8 runs are in here in the first. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Chavez, base is stacked, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Outside ball 3. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and the inning finally comes to a close, but not before the Goldpanners score 8 runs in the bottom of the first. It's 8-0 Panners after 1. Bercovich comes to bat in the top of inning number 2, a long first inning. 18 minutes shy of an hour for the first inning. Ground ball to short. Harrison to his right, throwing to his left. It's in the turf. Garcia, oh! And they're saying not in time. Francois reaches on the E6. Harrison's throw came up short. Alex tried to dig it out of the turf. It skipped off the glove, and he barehanded it. But the umpire first base says that bobble was just enough to cost the time. And that one hits Bocasile. Bercovich, first 2 aboard here in the second inning, just like the first. Had 2 on with nobody out, could not score in the first inning. See what they can do here in the second, trailing 8-0. Well, it should be noted the Panners had an 8-0 lead last week and lost the game 13-9. Ground ball to second, played a short for 1, safe at first. So runners at the corners now with 1 out. Fielder's choice for Kubo brings up Tanner Lee. He'll be followed by Aiden Perry.
Tanner Lee.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Drummond. High fly ball to right. Should be enough. Score a run, maybe. Runner will tag from third. Here comes the throw from Badawi, and it's cut off. And the honors are on the board. It's an 8-1 game as Francois touches home. RBI sac fly to right for Tanner Lee. And it's an 8-1 game, so they get one back. Do the honors. And that'll bring up Aiden Perry. The only hit so far for Bercovich is a bunt single in the first inning for Karsten Pearson. Panners score 8 in the bottom of the first on 5 base hits. And now Aiden Perry batting with a runner at first and 2 down. 1 run is in. Top of inning number 2. Drummond gets the strike on the outside half. Up the middle, fielded by Harrison, who steps on the bag for the force out. Good job by Drummond to let that ball go and let his shortstop make the play. 6 unassisted. That's it for the honors in the second. They score 1 unearned run and leave a man on. We'll go to the bottom of the second. 8-1, Panners.
Hitting out the bottom of the second, right fielder Jacob Bercovich.
Back out on the hill for his second inning of work is Alex Nicole, wearing number 19 today. Facing Jacob Badawi in the 6th spot. It'll be Badawi, Williams, and Garcia due up. Panners in front 8-1 here as we start the bottom of inning number 2. Got a frog in the throat today, as they say. Back here in the press box after a few off days and some travel. Had to drive down to Anchorage and back. 6 hours each way, give or take. Usually a little longer. Chopper towards third, Francois. Good dig by Garcia at first on a throw in the turf. But Dowie is out 5-3, brings up Holt Williams. 8-1 Goldpanners. Checking in the YouTube chat. So far, a lot of our friends tuned in, like Ron and Jack Murray. Yes, I did enjoy my days off, but they weren't really off days. They were off from the press box, but as I mentioned, a lot of driving. But pretty nice days for travel down the Parks Highway. Brandon Weiland tuned in. Hope all is well. Back home, Brandon. James, Jack Murray says monsoons in central Arizona. Really? And Timmy cheering on Karsten Pearson from California. Honors hailing from the Bay Area, California. Holt Williams with a 1-ball, 2-strike count against Alex Nicole. All 8 runs charged to starting pitcher Max Cohen, who just could not get that third out. Last just 2/3 of an inning, 8 runs on 5 hits, no strikeouts and 4 walks. Here's the 2-2 from Nicole. He misses outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On my drive down to Anchorage, you always drive by in the middle of nowhere. It's, I don't know, a half hour south of a place called Cantwell, which isn't much of a town either. There's an igloo that was constructed in the 1970s. There's a gas station that's closed and an igloo. Here's the 3-2. Chop foul. And this igloo, the idea was to make it a hotel by the architect in the 70s. And it's magnificent on the inside. It's a big half dome with circular framing that is supposedly still in great shape on the inside. And it had like a spray foam, a white spray foam exterior. This one's hit to the right side. Tanner Lee will throw out Williams 4-3. 2 up and 2 down here in the second inning. For Alex Nicole, brings up Alex Garcia. Well, so this thing could never be opened because it was just a raging fire trap. There was no way to get out of this place other than the front door, and you had to race down steps and all these things, so it never wound up opening. And it's still sitting there the way that it was in the 70s. Now, again, for years there was a gas station next to it called Igloo, but that closed in 2010, so it's this weird little ghost town of an igloo and an igloo gas station. And more on that when we come back as Garcia grounds out. 3 groundouts. Good work for Nicole here in the second, but the Panners have an 8-1 lead.
Leading off the top of the third. Top of the lineup, catcher, Caden Wild.
Foul ball to start off the top of inning number 3. Goldpanners leading Bercovich 8-1. Logan Drummond, third inning of work. Let's see how much the Goldpanners can stretch Logan tonight. He's thrown just 2 1/3 on the summer, recent arrival. I doubt he's going to go far. You know, very protective of arms these days, so 3, I don't see him going any more than 4 innings. But, hey, I'm not the coach. Swing and a miss. Drummond strikes out Wild. Second strikeout for Logan brings up Karsten Pearson, who reached on a nice bunt single up the third base line in the first inning. Panners 8 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. 1 run, 1 hit, for the Bercovich Honors. Garo Von Dane live here at Growden. Bercovich field manager Mario Iglesias remarking on how beautiful it looks here with the new turf and the new scoreboard. Scoreboard installed last July. And the turf was put in as this one is ripped into right center field. A base hit for Pearson. He'll be held to a single as the ball is cut off by Iverson. Second hit of the game for the Bercovich Honors. Brings up Jake Cross, the designated hitter. Long game to go as we are just in the top of the third. The turf was the old Astro turf from 1985 was ripped up after the season ended a year ago. This new turf put in. So I was talking about that igloo on the Parks Highway. Parks Highway is the highway that connects state's largest city, Anchorage, and Fairbanks, state's second largest city. That one smacked into center field, but it's slicing right towards Iverson, who scoops it a few inches off the turf. Out number 2, tough break for Jake Cross, brings up Noah Garcia. That's why Iverson's such a good center fielder. And you have to have him in the lineup.
First baseman, Noah Garcia.
Noah Garcia, fielder's choice in the first inning. So there's plans for that igloo. I drove past it the other day on my drive to Anchorage and took some pictures. And they're on my Twitter page, @VoiceOfGman, if you want to see those. That's @VoiceOfGman. And took some current pictures, all sprayed with graffiti, and it's pretty nasty looking. But there are plans for it. I did some research, and somebody's planning on opening it as a distillery. And using that old gas station that's there, too, that shut down 14 years ago. Here's the 1-1. Up and in, ball 2. This is a weird-looking structure. But again, the inside is in fantastic shape. You're never going to allow anyone to live in there, but I think they're just going to use the clean up the exterior and the inside a little bit, and just have like stuff in there that you can come in and look at. They're not going to use the igloo for the still. I think that's what the gas station area is going to be for. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 3-2 on Noah Garcia in the cleanup spot. Garcia, fielder's choice in the first inning, and then was picked off. 3-2, hit to the left side. Tough play here for Harrison, throwing while leaping in the other direction. He gets the throw there, but it's not in time. And an alert play by Pearson to go all the way to third on that throw from Harrison. Infield hit for Garcia. And Bercovich with runners at the corners here in 2 down in the third inning. There's nobody throwing in the Panner pen, so maybe Drummond will go into the fourth. Francois reached on an error in the second inning. Swing and a miss. Malachi Francois from Laverne, 6-foot right-handed hitter. Foul back to the netting, and Drummond is in front here. No balls and 2 strikes. Logan has given up 3 base hits. He has struck out 2. He's walked none. He hit a batter. Runner takes off from first. Called strike 3. Drummond strands a couple of honors here in the third, and it's 8-1 Goldpanners. First pitch of the bottom of the third is grounded to third by Hayden Iverson, and he's thrown out by Francois on a 5-3 putout. And then how about the work for Alex Nicole in relief of Max Cohen? Came into a tough situation, hit a batter, and then walked a batter with the bases full, but since then he's retired 5 straight. A strikeout and 4 consecutive groundouts now as Grant Schulzen bats at the top of the order. Panners sent 14 batters to the plate in the first inning and scored 8 runs on 5 hits. All 8 runs charged to Cohen. And now Nicole working here in the third inning against the top of the order, Grant Schulzen. Popped up foul territory, and it will find the seats. Pretty wild, too. I also noticed on the Parks Highway just a couple of weeks ago, we had really bad wildfires all around the state. Fortunately, the team was in Grand Forks, British Columbia for a tournament. And so the smoke rolled in as we were boarding the flight for Seattle. So we ourselves missed out on terrible wildfire smoke here in Fairbanks. And as soon as we got back to town, it started pouring rain. It rained for like a week. Put the fires out. Base hit to right. Second hit of the game for Schulzen. Man aboard here with 1 down. Brings up Griffin Harrison. Panners leading 8-1, bottom of the third. But when those fires were burning, there was one in the town of Denali. It's a big, huge like tourist center, tourist stop near Denali National Park. It's not occupied other than in the summer, hotels and restaurants and, you know, all the usual touristy stuff. And they had to vacate because the fire was coming down the mountainside right towards Denali. And so we stopped there yesterday on the way back, and you could see the whole aftermath of the burnt trees on the hillside. I mean, that fire was right across the road from the town of Denali. Unfortunately, most of those fires are now out or small enough that they're not causing problems. Line to left, a base hit for Harrison, his 3rd hit of the game. Griff is on fire tonight. And here come the Goldpanners again. Back-to-back hits in the 3rd inning. With 1 down, it's Bubba Rocha. Bubba's reached safely twice, an infield hit. Scored a run and then was hit by a pitch. That all came in the 1st inning. Panners leading by a touchdown here in the bottom of the 3rd. Girls baseball team doing some chants for Bubba. Panner head coach Carlos Gonzalez looking for a win in his first full game as head coach, taking over for the departed Brett Latchman, who had to leave for other duties with his new position as the pitching coach at UCR, Cal Riverside. Associate head coach Carlos Gonzalez took over mid-game. Panners defeated Sawtooth Sockeyes, but then lost the final 3 of that series. Here's the 1-1 to Rocha. Rocha will be reunited with Brett Latchman soon at Riverside. He lines this one to left center field, a base hit. Schulzen will be waved around third. He will score, and it's 9-1 Goldpanners. Bubba Rocha with the RBI single. First and second, 1 down here in the 3rd. Panner bats come back to life. And the pen up and going again for Bercovich. Leiterman doubled in a run and scored. Also walked with the bases full in the 1st inning. Leiterman takes a ball. Matthew is 10 for his last 19 at the plate. I'm no math whiz, but that's over 500. I can tell you that. University of Utah is going to use that as a recruiting commercial. Leiterman, 2 balls and no strikes. Gold at first and second. Down low. 3-0. Matthew Chavez to follow. Alex Nicole. It's grounded through the hole on the left side, a base hit. Harrison will be held at third base. And again, the bases are loaded so many times already in this game, and now a visit to the mound. And the signal has been made. A pitching change coming up here at Growden. That's all for Alex Nicole. Panners again in business here in the third. They lead it 9-1. And have the bases loaded with 1 out. The new pitcher into the game for the Bercovich Honors is number 36, James Grazier. James Grazier, 6'2" right-hander out of Oregon Tech. Grazier taking over for Alex Nicole. Grazier becomes the third pitcher into the game. We're in the bottom of the third. And if the base is loaded, Matthew Chavez lines one to right. 1 run comes in to score as Harrison touches home. Here comes Rocha behind him to score. Man, oh man, it is 11-1 Goldpanners. Panners all over the Honors here in the third inning. As Chavez drives in a pair with a 2-run single to right. I'm going to bring up Jacob Badawi. Tenth Goldpanner hit. 5 singles in a row here in the third inning. Alex Nicole still responsible for Leiterman, who's over at third base. Go to the corners now. Strike called. James Grazier trying to slow down this Goldpanner lineup. Came to play tonight. Swing and a miss. Badawi 0 for 1 with a walk, drew a bases loaded walk in the first inning. This is the third time through the order. And we're in the third inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Holt Williams is on deck. Bercovich team mentioned plays in the Bay Area Collegiate League. Goldpanners, an independent team, used to be part of the Alaska League, but chose to go the independent route a few years back. Line to left, a base hit, and Kubo was shaded towards center field, so this one's going to go all the way to the wall. Leiterman scores easily. Chavez will be waved around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Unable to field it cleanly. It was wild. Oh my goodness, it's 13-1 Goldpanners, but Dowie with a 2-run double. It is a long night so far for the Bercovich Honors. Holt Williams. Anders with 13 runs on 11 hits. 3/4 swing, grounded to second, throw to first, and the 4-3 ground out breaks a string of 6 consecutive Goldpanner hits. Over to third goes Badawi on the play. And Alex Garcia will stand in 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Badawi is the only Goldpanner who hasn't scored yet in the game. And he's at third base. Garcia, 1-ball pitch. Right by my face.
Got a baseball.
If you think I'm trying to catch that, forget about it.
I just said screw.
Duck. That's all I did. Comes right into the press box. That's our first one in this booth, right? This year?
This year, yeah.
Alex almost taken out the broadcaster. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Down low. James Grazier. Grounded to third. Good stab by Francois. Backhand and throws in time to get Garcia. Panners bat around here in the third inning and add 5 runs. They lead it 13-1 through 3. Raymond Padilla is the new pitcher into the game for the Goldpanners.
Number 5 is a play company pitching change.
One strike pitch is hit hard to right field. This one's trouble. It's off the wall in right center field. And Bercovich in with a stand-up double. Welcome to the game, Raymond Padilla. Graduate, member of the United States Armed Forces, Raymond Padilla of Fontana, California. 6 foot, 225-pound right-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. He's hit a few times. Bercovich at second base. Tyler Kubo is the batter for the Bercovich Honors. Kubo from Occidental. Catcher Williams hurt on the play. I don't know if it was the ball or the bat. Williams down on one knee as Nick Rush comes to check on him, and now Carlos Gonzalez on to talk to Holt. The Goldpanners leading 13-1 here in Fairbanks as we start the 4th inning. And Williams says he's okay to continue. And now Ray Padilla will take a few warm-up pitches. So that's all for starting pitcher Logan Drummond. Goes 3 innings, gives up 1 unearned run on 3 base hits. He struck out 3 and walked 1. So Drummond stretching out a little more with each appearance. That's his first start. Breaking ball low. It's stopped by Williams. Keeps it around him and holds the runner at second base. A leadoff double for Luca Bercovich out of, is it Chabot College, I believe? 6'3". The left-handed hitter Luca Bercovich is at second. Strike 3 called. Raymond Padilla K's Tyler Kubo for the first out here in the 4th inning. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision. We'll have every game all series long and all season long right here on YouTube. Padilla's 5th appearance. He's thrown 7 innings. Giving up 10 runs. Had a rough outing last time out. Really damaged his ERA. Facing Tanner Lee with an RBI sac fly back in the 2nd inning. Panners, if you joined us late, ball gets away from Williams. Runner takes off for 3rd, and Leiterman had to leap in the air just to keep that ball from going into left field. Bercovich takes 3rd on the wild pitch. Tanner Lee can drive him in now with 1 out. Panners scored 8 runs in the 1st inning, sent 14 batters to the plate. And that chased starting pitcher Alex Cohen from the game after 2/3 of an inning and 8 charged runs. Alex Nicole came in, inning and 2/3, started off okay, then ran out of gas. And now James Grazier in. It's ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Tanner Lee.
Back to the I'm sorry. First off, Aiden Perry.
Here's Aiden Perry. Remember, you can see, even if you're following Bercovich here, their Goldpanners social media sites have a ton of great stuff on them and will throughout the series on Facebook and on Instagram and, yes, on TikTok. Really great stuff. So follow Goldpanners on all the social media sites. No Twitter for the Goldpanners this year, so you got to follow me at Voice of G-Man. And I'll try to keep you up to speed on the goings on and up to the minute. And I post the game links every night for the broadcast before the game as soon as we have it. And hit the subscribe button at the top of the page, and it'll all be easy to find. 2-1 here on Aiden Perry. Grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. Sharply hit past the diving second baseman Scholzen into center field, and that brings in the second run of the game as Bocasile scores on the RBI single for Aiden Perry out of the 9th spot. Over to second base goes Tanner Lee. There's still just one out here in the inning. A long way to go in this one. We're just in the top of the 4th. The Panners with a 13-2 lead now. Padilla gets a strike call. This field was quiet the last couple of nights. Some days off for the Goldpanners. It's a really outdoorsy group this year, so a lot of fishing being done in the rivers and lakes nearby. Some of the coaches went to the Gold Dredge. It's a really cool little experience. Some of the touristy stuff is really fun. Like that. Ground ball to short. Harrison to second for one. On to first. Not in time to turn 2. So settle for the force out of Perry at second. Fielder's choice for Caden Wild. And now 2 down for Karsten Pearson. A base hit here would bring Bercovich a little bit closer, and it's sharply hit off the glove of Garcia into right field. That scores a run, and it's 13-3. Throw to second, runner safe.
At the plate, Jake Cross.
Second and third. Now a 13-3 game. Jake Cross with 2 down. He's 0 for 2 so far in the game. Base hit to left. That brings in another run. They'll hold the other runner at third. So Pearson stays at third base. Wild comes in to score. It's 13-4. An RBI single for Jake Cross, and the 8th batter of the inning stands in. It's Noah Garcia.
Noah Garcia.
Garcia 1 for 2. He can bring in another run. And he hits this one high into right field. Drifting back is Badawi, now stops and waits for it. And will make the catch for out number 3. Bercovich sends 8 batters to the plate in the 4th. And they score 3 runs. It's now a 13-4 game as we head to the bottom of the 4th.
At the plate, Hayden Iverson.
Hayden Iverson will lead off for the Goldpanners. Bottom of the fourth inning. Never know, might need some more. A lot of game left. It's 13-4. Panners in front here, but just the bottom of the fourth inning is Bercovich. Claws 3 runs across in the top of the fourth inning. Iverson in the 9 spot, followed by Scholzen and Harrison. Hayden 0 for 1, drew a bases loaded walk in the first inning, came in to score. Panners played at 8 in the first. Bercovich with 1 in the second to make it 8-1, then 13-1 after 3, but Bercovich picking up 3 in the top half of this inning. Iverson lines this one foul. Checking the YouTube chat. Yes, Bercovich from the San Francisco Bay Area. Jamie DeWitt cheering on Alex, and Jack asking if I interact with the players much. Yeah, but more so on the road. Here at home, you know, everybody separates to their host families, and, you know, kids their age and people my age don't necessarily run in the same circles, as we say. But on the road, it's great because we're all together. That's part of what makes the Grand Forks International so much fun. Because we're all jammed into a small hotel in a small town. And that's really the time I first get to know a lot of these guys. But, you know, some of the players have been around a couple years. And then we have postseason tournament at the end. And, of course, you know, before and after games. And a lot of the guys come to hang out at Panner Manor, where me and the coaching staff all live. This is a short walk from the field, which is fantastic. And a lot of players come hang out over there, shoot pool, play foosball, and whatever else. Ball 4 to Iverson.
Now batting, Grant Scholzen.
Top of the order for Grant Scholzen, who's already 2 for 3 in the game with a couple of runs batted in, 2 runs scored. Freshman from Pacific out of Hurricane, Utah. Hit down the left field side, and this will be tracked down by Kubo. Just hung in the air too long for Scholzen. And he's out number 1. Iverson remains at first base, and Griffin Harrison, the red-hot Griffin Harrison, 3 for 3 tonight with a double, a run batted in, 2 runs scored.
Now at bat, Griffin Harrison.
Who was that? That was not Raleigh. Somebody hijacked the PA mic.
No. The first time I go through, I do the number and the position. But as you go through, I go up the number.
Harrison, swing and a miss. 13-4 Goldpanner lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Runner takes off from first, throw to second base. Iverson is in safely just ahead of the tag, head first. Harrison strikes out. Stolen bag for Hayden Iverson. He gets into scoring position for Bubba Rocha. Rocha. Average now up to 404. Mikey Bell departed the team a couple weeks ago. He was batting .411. Huge loss for the Goldpanners. And the starting third baseman for Fairbanks, too. Swing and a miss. Nothing in 2 here on Bubba with Iverson at second and 2 down. Way outside, it skipped in the turf, and Iverson an easy decision to go to third on the wild pitch. So we've got the new pictures up on the screen, player pictures. On the scoreboard, that is, scoreboard screen. Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision, 5 minutes past 8 p.m. local time. And the Panners leading 13-4. Here's the 1-2. Up and over. Rocha ducked a little bit. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think Raleigh's had to step away from the mic with this crazy nagging tooth situation he has. Having trouble speaking now. Our buddy Raleigh's in all kinds of pain, so Grayson is on the PA mic. I guess I can't ask Raleigh to do play-by-play. Whoa, strike 3 called on Rocha. That's it for the Panners here in the 4th inning, but they lead it 13-4, headed to the 5th. Malachi Francois will lead off for the Bercovich Honors. We're trying to climb their way back into this one. They trailed at 13-1. It's now 13-4 after a 3-run 4th. Those runs coming off of Raymond Padilla, who pitches here in inning number 5. Francois, Bocasile, and Kubo due up here in the 5th inning. A ball and a strike from Padilla, who was kind enough to drop us off some moose meat and some salmon recently, too, over at Panner Manor. I think I wound up eating all the moose meat because Carlos and Nick didn't really want to indulge. It's a different kind of thing. I mean, it's very lean, so you can't, like, cook it up medium rare and have it all soft and chewy. But it is delicious. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, I didn't have time to do much with it because it sat in the fridge thawing out for days, and I said, guys, you got to cook this stuff.
Probably not going out.
And so, you know, before it went bad, I just threw it in a pan. Chopped fowl. But if, yeah, I put it in a crock pot or Moose jerky? Oh, yeah.
My parents put some moose in a brine and left it in the cabinet for like 10 years. And I finally took it out. It was underneath.
Do you have any more of that?
No, we ate it.
All right.
None for you.
Fly ball out of play. Off the bat of Francois, 2 balls and 2 strikes. When I only got COVID once, and when I got it, my friend Rodney, a couple houses down, I told him I had COVID, and I felt like I had a raging fever, and I was paralyzed in bed, couldn't move. Rodney brings over a moose shoulder, says make some broth. I put the shoulder in a pot. That's all I ate for 24 hours was moose broth, and I was cured. Boom. $1 million. Strike 3 called. Francois thought he had ball 4. Brings up Luca Bocasile. I had Rodney also brought me moose head stew one night, or moose. He brought me the parts to make moose head stew, and I did. As this one is popped up by Bocasile, going back out to make the catch as the shortstop Harrison, quickly 2 down. Brings up Tyler Kubo, and that was a weird. I mean, it was delicious, but. You know, every single bite, you could tell what you were eating. You could tell that was lip, that was tongue, that was nose, that was ear. So you could, that was kind of an odd, I don't really want to know down to that detail what I'm eating, but still very delicious. I know there's places that make moose nose jelly around, which seems really, I don't know, not my thing. I'm not much for meat jello. Fouled out of play by Kubo.
Those are 2 things that should not mix, meat and jello.
Yeah, no form of meat and jello really hits my palate that way. Kubo 0 for 2, standing in with a 2-ball, 1-strike count against Ray Padilla with the bases empty. The liner into center field, Iverson calls for it, makes the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Padilla. Nice work for Raymond. And it's still 13-4 Goldpanners. We've played half a game here in Fairbanks. Matt Leiterman will lead things off in the bottom of the 5th inning. Good to have you back here from Growden Memorial Park in beautiful Fairbanks, Alaska. It's been cloudy tonight. Sun has been blocked for most of the game. Still comfortable. Temperatures in the low 60s, and it's a 1-ball, no-strike count on Leiterman, who is 2 for 2 in the game. Been on base safely all 3 times. A double, a single, 3 runs batted in. Also a walk. And we have a new catcher into the game, but cannot figure out who it is. Looks like number 13, but we don't have a 13 on any of our rosters. So Hyde on the right field line. This is a fair ball, chasing it towards the line, making a catch. It's Bocasile. Leiterman finally retired for the first time tonight. Brings up Matthew Chavez.
Now up to bat, Matt Chavez.
So we're trying to find out who the new catcher is. Looks like number 13. At any rate, it's a no ball, 1 strike count on Chavez, who's 1 for 2. A 2-run single, a walk, has scored twice. And he pops this one up right side. High fly ball. Long run, though. This one could be trouble. And calling for it finally is Tanner Lee, the second baseman. And he will make the catch for out number 2. And he threw to second base as though somebody was running, but
Now to bat,
there was nobody on base.
Dewey.
Substitution on PA. As Raleigh's tooth problems have gotten so bad he can't speak anymore. It's Jacob Badawi, the right fielder. Pops this one back. He was trying to take out the PA guy. He's coming to get you, Grayson.
Trying to get us right.
2 down for Badawi. Holt Williams on deck. Oops. Now music's playing. Swing.
You good in there?
Oh, boy. 1 and 2 on Badawi. Strikes him out. Panners go down in order for just the second time tonight. They lead it 13-4 through 5.
Pitch hitting Zach Gardner.
Pinch hitter is Zach Gardner, number 12. Zach Gardner batting for Tanner Lee. So Bercovich will have a new second baseman. As Lee ends an 0 for 1 day, the sac fly, or rather an 0 for 0 day, sac fly and a walk, RBI and a run scored. Here's the 0-2. Grounded foul, third base side. Zach Gardner, the pinch hitter from Cal Lutheran. 6'2" right-handed hitter. And the 0-2. Line to right, but right at Badawi. Gardner out number 1, brings up Aiden Perry in the 9th spot. Bercovich shortstop, 1 for 2 with an RBI single out of Dakota State. 5'9", 200. Swing and a miss. Ray Padilla struggled in the 4th, his first inning of work, but went 1-2-3 in the 5th. Now has retired 5 straight Bercovich batters. The Bercovich Honors out of the San Francisco Bay Area here in Fairbanks for the first of 5 games over the next 5 days. Weekend should be fun. It's Golden Days here in Fairbanks, one of the 2 biggest festival weekends of the year, along with Solstice Weekend, which was absolutely magnificent in June, highlighted by the Midnight Sun Game, 119th annual edition of the High Noon at Midnight Classic here on the longest day of the year, playing right through midnight without artificial lights. And somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 people here. We sold out. We had to turn a few hundred people away at the gates. Former Goldpanner and Major League Baseball Hall of Famer Dave Winfield was here. A line to short, right to Harrison. Perry's out number 2. Brings up the top of the order, Caden Wild. We also had United States Senator Lisa Murkowski on the broadcast. She was in town. Wasn't her first Midnight Sun game, though. Grew up going to them when she was a kid in Fairbanks. And that was a fantastic night of baseball, all on PannerVision. You can see that on YouTube back on June 21st. Those interviews are cut out 2 separately, so you can check out Mr. Winfield. This one is hit high and deep to center field. Iverson back, and another 1-2-3 inning for Padilla, who's settled in nicely. It's 13-4 Panners after 5.5. First pitch at the bottom of the 6th, called a strike as Holt Williams stands in for the Goldpanners. Scoring has slowed down over the last couple of innings. The Panners have a 13-4 lead. That's where we sat since the middle of the 4th. Chopper playing it off the mound is Grazier and throws on to first. Williams out number 1. And here's Alex Garcia. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Almost took us out up here with a foul ball earlier. Right between Bam Bam and I here in the press box. Our first foul ball hit into our booth this summer. That one's fouled back just over, not Raleigh's head tonight, but Grayson, as Raleigh's had to. He's been pulled from the game, and we hope he doesn't have to go on the disabled list with his tooth problems. (13-4) Panners in front. Here's the 1-1 to Garcia. So Grayson has been called into duty, one of our great workers here at the park. He is now on PA. Two and two. James Grazier has settled down this game pretty nicely here these last few innings for Bercovich. After the Panners scored 8 in the first, 5 in the third. He's the third pitcher after Alex Cohen struggled through 2/3 of an inning, giving up 8. Max Cohen. Alex Nicole went an inning and 2/3 to follow, giving up 4 runs on 4 hits. Grazier has given up just 1. But he has retired 9 of the last 10 batters he's faced since then. Loses him on a 3-2 pitch, so Garcia draws the base on balls. His second walk of the game. And Iverson, who has walked in both plate appearances, will stand in. He's getting the signs from Nick Rush at third base. I mentioned Nick and the other coaches going to the Gold Dredge number 9 here in town. It's one of the few ones you can go see how it operates and how these monstrous machines that would dig the gold out of rivers and streams here in Alaska. Incredible machines. A lot of them, they just left. When they were done pulling gold from a certain area, they just walk away from it. So they forget it. I'm not taking this gigantic. They look like things from that the Jawas might have in Star Wars. Iverson strikes out. A rich history of gold, and also not so rich for a lot of people here in Fairbanks and all over Alaska. Fairbanks exploded after gold was discovered here. Then it seemed to be gone, and population dwindled in the first half of the 20th century, and then there was another gold rush. Inside on Scholzen. 2 down, runner at first base here in the bottom of the 6th. And with the attack on Pearl Harbor, everyone thought Alaska was going to be the next place attacked, so the gigantic military presence came in, and that continues to this day with Fort Wainwright here in Fairbanks, Eielson Air Force Base just a little ways outside of town, and down in Anchorage, a couple of bases as well. Population has grown as a result in both areas. But a lot of us here still hoping Fairbanks remains a bit of a guarded secret. Three and one on Scholzen. Takes ball 4. Second walk of the inning issued by James Grazier.
Now to bat, number
Here's Griffin Harrison. He's had a 3-for-4 start to this game. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Panners sent 14 batters to the plate in the first, scoring 8 runs, and have been in front ever since. Out in front was Harrison, 0-1. Should Harrison reach, it would be Rocha. There's a runner at second and a one at first. 2 down. Panners up by 9. Bottom of the 6th inning here in Fairbanks. And if you're joining us for the first time on PannerVision, don't run away at the 7th inning stretch. We do it differently here in Fairbanks. It's not take me out to the ball game. And we won't have that that girl that sang the anthem at the All-Star game. Wow, what was that? Popped up into the seats.
Is that the one where it's all like every note was off?
Yes, Bam Bam. Every note was off on that anthem. That was. If I knew who it was, I'd say the name, but I don't. Some celebrity, I don't know. They were not good, and they checked into rehab the next day. Oh. 3-2 on Harrison with runners at first and second. Swing and a miss. Harrison strikes out, final out of the 6th. Panners lead at 13-4. Goldpanners and Bercovich honors here, game 1 of 5. It's all Panners right here as we go to the 7th inning. And a new pitcher into the game for Fairbanks. It's number 30, Paxton Fenberg. Paxton Fenberg, freshman from Gonzaga, 5'9" right-hander out of Kirkland, Washington. Fenberg has been very good this season. Had a tough outing last time, but overall numbers will not indicate how well he's pitched this year. But he walks the first batter he faces here tonight. Karsten Pearson draws the base on balls. He's been on base safely in all 4 plate appearances tonight out of the 2 spot in the batting order. So a leadoff walk to Pearson. We did find out, at least hopefully through, is that from our YouTube chat?
Yep.
That the catcher for Bercovich, replacement catcher who came in early in the game, is number 10. Mason Hanshaw. So Mason Hanshaw is number 10 and catching for Bercovich. That one is lined to right, a base hit for Cross. And here comes Bercovich again. 4 runs and 8 hits tonight for the honors.
34, Noah Garcia.
And here's Noah Garcia, who's 1 for 3 tonight. Alaska Airlines flight flying overhead. Get a good view of Growden out the left side when you catch that flight back into town. Top of the 7th inning here. Stretch is coming your way after Fenberg gets out of this half inning, but got some work to do. 2 aboard, nobody out. This is inside, good play by catcher Williams. Noah Garcia trying to drive in another Bercovich run. Panners have not scored since the 3rd. It was 13-1 at that point. Honors scored 3 in the 4th. Neither team has scored since. Fastball grounded to first. They're going to go to second for 1. Back to first, not in time, and the ball goes sailing past Scholzen. I don't know if the runner screened him, but the run will come in. It's now 13-5. So for Garcia, fielder's choice winds up at second on the error. So 13-5 as Malachi Francois bats. 0 for 3 tonight is Malachi. Did score a run after reaching on an error in the 2nd. Raleigh Johnson's tooth chases him from the PA booth, and my voice is troubling me tonight. Get ready, Bam Bam. You're going to take over soon.
So he threw the ball. I think he missed.
Well, maybe we can get Angus back. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fenberg to Francois. And Fenberg will step off. Bocasile is in the on-deck circle. Fenberg misses outside. Game now 2 hours and 7 minutes old. Fenberg's 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strikes out Francois. 2 down.
Now at the bat, number 10, Alex Nichols.
So Mason Hanshaw is in Bocasile's spot. That confuses things. Line to right, that's a base hit. Coming around third and being waved home is Garcia. He will score. It's 13-6. Mason Hanshaw driving in the 6th run of the game for Bercovich.
Now batting number 25, Tyler Kubo.
Tyler Kubo. 0 for 3 in the game. Chopper towards first. He's going to make the tag himself. There's Espinoza. Kubo at number 3. Hey, it's stretch time here in Fairbanks. Get out your kazoos and get happy. It's 13-6 Panners.
Walking on the street on a sunny day. Feeling in my bones 'cause I have my way. I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey. My little dog Spot got hit by a car. Put his guts in a box and put him in a drawer. Oh, I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey. I forgot all about it for a month and a half. I looked in the drawer and started to laugh. 'Cause I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey. All right, everyone, get out your 50-50 tickets because the winner of $189 is ticket number 08694448. That's 08694448. Visit the Lions Club to claim your prize. Now up to bat, number 21, Bubba Rocha.
New pitcher into the game. It's Tyler Kubo. Tyler Kubo now pitching for the Bercovich Honors. So he comes out of left field to pitch, literally. High pop fly by Rocha. First baseman Garcia makes the catch right next to Rocha. Shuffled out of the way at the last instant. Rocha out number 1. So that's all for James Grazier.
Now up to bat, number 7, Matt
After 3 2/3. Good work for Grazier, just 1 earned run. on 2 base hits. Leiterman, 2 for 3 tonight. 3 runs batted in. Panners leading 13-6. Garrow Von Dane here in Fairbanks after Happy Boy does his thing between innings, and a high fly ball to right. Leiterman out number 2.
12 and right, 31 and left.
Trying to get caught up on some defensive changes here.
17, Tyson Reese.
Now we've got a number 31 to figure out. Gosh. Liner to right and a base hit for Goldpanner Tyson Reese in a pinch hitting role.
Now batting for the Panners, number 42, Jacob Badui.
The left-hander Tyler Kubo. Trying to take care of the Panners here in the 7th inning. Keep this a 7-run game. Zach Gardner has gone into right. Liner up the middle and through. But Dowie has his 2nd hit of the game. And Williams will not bat here in the 7th inning.
Now batting, number 32, Holt Williams.
No. It's all falling apart. First and second for the Goldpanners with 2 down. Holt Williams 0 for 4 with a run batted in and a run scored so far. And a strike called on the Goldpanner catcher. 2 down here in the 7th. The 8-9 spots followed by the top of the order for Bercovich when we go to the 8th. That one skipped in the turf, and both runners will advance.
I'll be back.
The 2-2. Called strike 3. That's it for the Panners here in the 7th. Go to the 8th. Still lead it by 7.
Wondering if you're on track for retirement? Contact Veritas Wealth Management, veritasalaska.com. Find out how to get on the right path for a comfortable and sustainable retirement. Gardner.
Zach Gardner, first plate appearance for Bercovich. Takes a strike from the new Goldpanner pitcher, Lucas Zach. Number 37, Lucas Zach, the left-handed freshman from Cal Baptist. Missed much of the season, resting some soreness. Now getting stretched back out again, facing Gardner. And then Aiden Perry. Lucas Zach balling 2 strikes. Two and two. Hey, if anyone knows who number 31 is for Bercovich, let us know on the YouTube chat. We're trying to find out here. He's in left field now for, not now, but the current left fielder for Bercovich. And here's Aiden Perry in the 9 spot. Aiden is 1 for 3 tonight with a run batted in. It's a 13-6 Goldpanner lead, top of the 8th inning. 1 out, bases empty. Perry, the batter, followed by Henshaw. Swing and a miss, big rip from Perry. And a strike called. Lucas Zach's been good for the Goldpanners this summer. Now pitching in relief in the 8th inning of this first of 5 meetings with Bercovich. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Zach. One inning of work for Fenberg, 2 runs on 2 base hits. 2 down here with the bases empty. Bercovich running out of time now. As there are 2 down in the 8th inning. High pop fly. Harrison back on the grass. Make the catch. And a 1-2-3-8 for Lucas Zach. 13-6 Goldpanners.
Concerns about your financial
Ground ball to second. And Jesse Espinoza, his first plate appearance.
Now at bat for the Panners, number 22.
Grounds out.
Iverson.
Brings up Hayden Iverson. Iverson 0 for 1. Couple of walks. Drew a bases loaded walk in the first inning. Came in to score. Panners with an 8-run first. The jump out on top. Now leading by 7 here in the bottom of the 8th. Iverson fouls that one back to the wall. Off of Tyler Kubo. I think Noah Garcia is in left field. I think we got that figured out. But now we have number 27 at first base. And I guess that's Michael Olson. Where is he in the batting order now with all these changes? Iverson strikes out. 2 down in the Goldpanner half of the 8th.
Now to bat number 5, Grant Schulzen.
Schulzen a 2 for 4 night. 2 runs batted in, a couple runs scored. Line to right. Gardner read it quick off the bat, but still couldn't get there as that ball dropped so quickly. And Grant has his 3rd base hit of the night. 2-out single here in the 8th. And here's Griffin Harrison, a 3 for 5 night, a double, RBI, 2 runs scored. And for Bercovich in the 9th, it'll be the 2, 3, and 4 spots in the batting order. Pearson, Cross, and Garcia. Harrison, no balls and a strike against Tyler Kubo. 2nd inning of work for the player who started in left field tonight. 13 runs, 14 hits for Fairbanks, 6 runs, 9 hits for the Bercovich Honors. Tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Friday night, Saturday night, 7 p.m. contests. All for your viewing pleasure here on PannerVision. That one skipped in the turf. 1 and 2 on Harrison. Messy scorebook tonight. Each team has used 4 pitchers. Here's the 1-2. Check swing. Harrison stays alive. 2 down. Grant Schulzen is at first base. Griffin Harrison at the plate. Another 1-2 from Kubo. Harrison high into center field. Pearson underneath it. Will make the catch. That's it for the Goldpanners here in the 8th. Last chance for Bercovich when we come back. It's 13-6 Goldpanners. Ryan Latchman. Uh,
Brad's getting so mad.
hey, take it easy, people.
Oh, it's that one. It's
Exactly, I know. Grayson was not expecting to be PA guy tonight. Everybody needs to chill out.
trying his best.
He's doing a great job. He's trying to do public address, the music, walk-up songs, announcements. Ball with 2 strikes here. Ryan Latchman into the game here to pitch the 9th. Try to finish this one off for the Goldpanners. Latchman, recent graduate of Biola. Tall right-hander has been really good in his last few outings. Facing Karsten Pearson. Karsten has reached safely in all 4 plate appearances. 3 hits and a walk. He's scored a run. And it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes from Latchman, the right-hander. Line over the leaping first baseman Espinoza. This one all the way to the wall. What a night for Pearson. Second double of the night. And Bercovich quietly 10 base hits tonight. I mean, they were behind 8-0. But never quit in this one. Olson, first plate appearance. Chopped right side, foul ball. Jay Cross, a 2 for 4 night. And Latchman falls behind 3 balls and a strike to Olson. Runner at second base, nobody out here in the top of the 9th. And it's ball 4. So 2 aboard now for Bercovich as catcher Holt Williams heads out to the mound to settle down his right-hander. Noah Garcia will be the batter in the cleanup spot. Noah, a 1 for 4 night, the single, scored a run. (13-6) Goldpanner lead. And it's up and away for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Francois in the on-deck circle. Scratch that. Pinch hitter in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss. Looks like Ben Johnston is getting ready in the on-deck circle. The 1-2 from Latchman with 2 on and nobody out. Grounded. Harrison behind the bag will step on the base for one. Throw to first. Double play. 2 down.
Now up to bat, number 30, Ben Johnson.
So Ben Johnston, the last hope for Bercovich. Runner at third base, 2 down here in the 9th inning. Towards third, Leiterman throws him out. And that's it for the honors as the Goldpanners win this one 13-6. The Panners jump all over the honors in the first inning with 8 runs. They had 5 in the third, led it 13-1 through 3. Bercovich scored the last 5 runs of the game, but it's not enough, as they say, as the Goldpanners take game 1 of this 5-game set, 13-6. They break that 3-game losing streak as the bats come back to life. And the Panners will win their 17th game of the year. Well, that's all for us from Growden Memorial Park on this gorgeous night in the golden heart of Alaska. Thank you all for tuning into Goldpanners Baseball here on PannerVision, where you can tune in, turn on, and pan out all summer long. If you missed any of or all of this game, you can watch it archived on our YouTube page. Join us tomorrow night at 6:30 for Game 2 of this set between the Goldpanners and Honors. Or Raleigh Johnson, public address for the first half of the game before having to depart with injury. Our friend Grayson taking over the rest of the way. Hard job for Grayson. For Bam Bam Burnley on PannerVision Controls, I am Garrow Von Dane saying so long from Growden Memorial Park in Fairbanks, Alaska. We'll see you tomorrow night for Game 2. Panners take Game 1 by a final score of 13-6. Have a great Wednesday night, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.